Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a divine feminine check-in, and the first thing that I'm being asked to go into is what are the divine feminines navigating as their clearing, karmic clearing of the templates. So what aspect of consciousness are the feminines working on rewriting in the name of love? So let's see, what is it, Divine Creator, that we can see regarding the divine feminines clearing of outdated paradigms on the planet in the name of love? Sweet results await, and life is a mystery. So what I'm getting immediately is that the Divine Feminine Collective is working away, busying themselves with this sweet promise of ascension, of love, knowing that each little bit of the process that they contribute freely for the good of all will make a difference, will result in, I'm hearing, the milk and honey. And life is a mystery. So part of the faith and trust that a divine feminine embodies is knowing that there is safety, there is benevolence, there is a sweet result, not an ambush, not a fear, not a boogeyman. You know, this is bringing back the reverence, the innocence, the purity, the delight of the journey. So this is what the feminines are reclaiming, is being able to just get busy and enjoy and trust the mystery will unfold and present exactly the most beautiful, sweet results in time, coming into safety. I just noticed the 7 and the 8, and I was hearing the foundations of the new earth, the new heaven. So the 7th and 8th layer seem to be laid in these frequencies. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so how does this translate to the divine masculines? What would the divine feminines say to the divine masculines about this process? So the feminines are overcoming the pain and the fear. Basically, I'm in so much pain and I am terrified, both in the reverse. The feminines are claiming their freedom from these 3D paradigms, from the trappings of the world, and rising up into knowing that good things are in store, that it's a safe mystery to explore. Wow, that it's not a trick, it's not a trap, and it will produce success. So masculines, understand that your feminines are the champions of bringing in joy, bringing in that higher understanding and trusting in contribution, collaboration, teamwork, all these bee energies, and then this incredible, elusive bobcat spirit, that there are things sight unseen, the high priestess, the knowing, the nuance, the promise. Feminines are becoming more and more obedient to the knowing. Amazing. Okay, so masculines in twin flame dynamics who are watching this, what can the masculines do to assist the feminines process this way? What can we see? How can the divine masculine collective assist the divine feminine collective in this pain-free, fear-free becoming process? The great elation, reconfiguration, cycles, and gratitude. Give appreciation where appreciation is due, masculines. You know, this is not an easy energy for the feminines to be in. There's a lot of mastery overcoming the lower dimensional factors, the disintegration, the sexual disintegration, the objectification, the powerlessness, the hopelessness, the physical birth, death, rebirth cycles, all of it, the cycles within cycles of the lower realms. Have gratitude that your feminines are rising up, your divine feminines are attuning with the cosmic, the eternal frequencies. Have that gratitude that they are doing this heavy lifting. The electromagnetic, you know, they have impossible flight like these bees. Bees levitate. They actually follow the magnetic lines through a static electromagnetic energy, something like that. Check it out, everybody. They hover. They don't fly. They start a static or, you know, resonance with their wings, and then the charge that builds in their little fluffy selves levitates across magnetic lines. So the feminines have initiated an impossible flight towards ascension with eliminating pain, eliminating fear, and the bravery that they have shown to put in that degree of energetic investment into the becoming is astounding. So see the cycles, see the challenges, celebrate the feminines, masculines, and have gratitude, deep reverence for the wisdom that the feminines have been bringing to the earth plane. It's stunning. And it is a strong and brave work. It's a typically, you know, noble thing that is reserved for warriors. And the feminines are doing that. Okay, so let's see now what the feminines are thinking about the twin connection and their divine masculine. What are the feminines feeling on the heart space for their counterpart, their divine counterpart? What are they wishing at this time? What are they doing in the world specifically that will bring union energies closer? What is the biggest challenge for the feminines? I hope you all know I mean divine feminine and divine masculine. And so, yep. What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? Okay, what are the feminines thinking of their divine counterpart? Ooh, equal give and take in the Tower. So very interesting. Right now, what's on the feminines' minds is some sort of an energetic exchange that they've recently witnessed that could have been a Tower moment, that could have thrown them into fear and pain, and they chose differently. I'm being brought back to those two initial energies that the feminines are clearing at this time. So it all works together. So something about your connection, something about the inner workings of your connection, divine masculines, has threatened to throw the feminines into a Tower moment, into triggering, into fear, but they've found the energetic gold in it. They've unlocked the puzzle. They have eliminated a way of looking at it, a way of attaching to a scenario that has released you and them energetically from needing to learn that lesson. Well done, feminines. That's amazing. So yeah, it's already playing out in real time. I'm hearing these collective motions are being seen that way. What is the feminines, or what are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space? Wow, lots and lots of options with Nine of Swords. I love this depiction of the Nine of Swords. Look at how high frequency that appears. Rising above, overcoming the thoughts, overcoming the lower world, again, overcoming the fear and the pain of things, and coming into that high frequency that even would levitate above things. The options. Feminines have learned how to see all the different ways of looking at your connection and to choose the one that sets them free, the truth that sets them free. And they just saw an example of that play out in real time in the 3D. I'm hearing between the two of you, whether directly or indirectly, something regarding your connection has allowed the feminines to see their own mastery. This has been a motion that's been playing out in karmic clearing, with karmic partners, karmic jobs, all sorts of things. And now, as we're coming into more union energies, it's being really utilized with flying colors in these heart of hearts connections with divine counterparts. Beautiful. What are the feminines wishing for the connections? Two of Coins. They're wishing for transformation. I'm just looking at this. There are twins, actually. There's a child with a bear costume on the top and one with bear costume on the bottom here. And there are two children there in this mother's embrace. So there could be some blending of families. The divine feminines could be thinking of two different children being like one. So I'm getting blended families, not knowing how that can work, wondering if children can be included somehow in the connections. This is changes in the physical. So it could be, if children don't yet apply, it could be thoughts about children, about whether it's going to be fur babies or human babies. Oh my gosh, that was for a few. The truth about how this is going to play out, the truth about how things can come in and transform in the name of the children, for the children, benefit of the children. So many of these dynamics are talking about leaving a legacy, a living legacy through restoration of relationship, and that directly influences the next generation. So whether there will be actual offspring, human offspring, or not, these energies will be transmuting. Templates on the planet are in the process of it. And so I'm hearing that the feminines wish to communicate with you masculines about the significance of the well-being of future generations, about the spiritual understanding, the truths, the bigger picture. They're wanting to have communication about the betterment of the lives of children, the lives of future generations on the planet. This is big energy, and the seasons are changing. You know, bears are transformation, hibernation, dormancy, and then coming out into this sun rising. Very much getting that the time is now to start implementing some of this, and the feminines very much want to start communicating about mission, about projects, about insight, about the spiritual understanding that unifies themes regarding innovation and newness and children. So they're feeling a communication brewing, or the opportunity to really focus the priority of this connection for productive themes regarding the next steps, projects, children, legacy, generations, all that. Nature, animals, animal rights, so many things, but bringing this stuff, grounding it in the physical. What is the biggest challenge at this time for the feminines about the connection? The Hermit in the reverse, so coming out of hermit mode, but this is also the destined path. Knowing what I'm hearing, knowing the free will choice of the masculine and the feminine counterparts, the divine counterparts coming together on the destined path. The challenge is not seeing that happening and desiring the hand of the divine to come in and rectify, reinstate, initiate this new level of motion in the connections. So whether, take it how it resonates, whatever the next step for your connection would be, that is the challenge for the feminines, is trusting, having faith, divine timing, not knowing what that is going to, how that's going to unroll, how that's going to present, and maintaining hope that it will. The Hermit, the star in reverse, could be a wavering hope, but there is a knowing. The Hermit also is a card of coming into alignment, so not sure how it's going to align, surrendering the need to know, and just coming into the faith and trust. Trusting the great mystery, I'm hearing, like the first cards. What is the spirit-guided solution? Queen of Wands with the Page of Cups. Self-love to come into your empowerment. So getting busy, being the bee, being the collaborator, being that beautiful energy in the world, the milk and honey, being in presence, being in flow, feminines, being at your best, being empowered, being. So just be, feminines, just be your badass self, just be your fullness, just be Moana, just be. Oh yeah, Moana, come on, shout out to Moana, being in love with the sea, not needing your masculine right now, not having to know how it's all going to unfold, trusting that it is so much more than meets the eye. And, you know, listen to the Moana song, everybody. Heck yeah. I want someone to do a remix of the Moana song. Anybody? Any takers? Okay. Where's the connection going in the near future? Yes, amazing. So 8 of Swords is taking off the cloak, taking off, the donkey. I'm hearing not making an ass of ourselves anymore, taking off this foolish energy is how I'm interpreting this. I've never actually looked at that particular card in this deck, but that's how it's coming. The 8 of Swords is about fear, holding back. And look, the 2 of Coins is the card that had the little bear cubs there. And so this is making the changes in the physical. This is initiating communication. So for feminines, because this is a feminine here in this depiction, there might be some themes of insecurity regarding initiating communication or not, and changes in the physical. So there might be some recognition, feminines, that you've been holding back when you know full well what you've been intuitively guided to offer or suggest or talk about or bring to the table in your connections, and you've been holding back. This is also a message, if that doesn't resonate, that if the masculines haven't been communicating or this change has been happening sight unseen, that don't hold yourselves back, feminine. It's time to really get busy and allow the aliveness of your love affair with the nature of reality and the divine and the whole mission and flow of this to ignite and empower you. It's that glow up energy still, feminines. Okay, what can we see? Oh, I'm being asked to pull this. So let's get one card for the masculine cross watchers. Open communication. Yeah, it's time to talk about some things, masculines. So if you're watching this, communication on the deeper levels, communication about the bigger picture, communication about the spiritual implications, the affirmations, the gratitude about the sacred quality of this journey and what it's here to gift to humanity. These are big themes, masculines, but it's becoming time to talk about things on that level. So get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Masculines, you have so much to contribute that way. You have so much awareness and magnificent understanding that would benefit your feminine so much to hear. Please, 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 masculines, find your voice, be brave, speak it out, come into alignment with collaborating, put the energy into communicating, share the burden, share the load, don't have resistance, come into communication. This is also Mercury retrograde, so be careful, masculines in the shadow, not to be impulsive or accusational, because Mercury retrograde can bring up shadow aspects that can initiate conversation but not necessarily be in the highest of benefit initially until it breaks the ice. So do a little bit of intuitive work and see if there is an underlying deeper truth before you reach out, masculines, to make sure you're at that ground level. We're looking for productivity and streamlining and celebration energies, not more karmic ways of approach that aren't fully conscious yet, and more I'm hearing chiding or accusational or projecting. Watch, masculines, if you're in any of that, and drop out of it into the heart space and really go for the solutions, the meanings, the deeper meanings, the greater expression of the currents of things coming through, the current energies that run through and are emerging on the planet. What are you able to discern, masculines? Okay, and one card for the feminines. Oh, we get 2, Ascension. Move into your true self, feminines. There it is again. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Where is that card? I want to pull out that one again. Rise above the darkness, feminines. Rise up above it. Be the light. Look at these bystanders. They're watching you. You're ascending. You're a way shower, feminine. Keep going. Keep loving your masculine. Keep loving yourself. Keep loving humanity. Keep loving this process. Keep loving this journey, because that's the fuel that gets it done. So feminines, keep going. And psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. So that means free yourself, free your mind. Stop self-condemnation, stop self-loathing, stop self-critical thinking that holds you back. Love yourself enough to be unapologetically you, feminines, and follow your intuitive guidance. Speak your truth, shine your light, step into your power with all. Just a little bit more information wants to come through. So for many feminines, you may see a lot of your personal relationships healing, your families, your friends, things falling away and things healing and repairing and getting more and more streamlined and beautiful. If that's not happening yet, focus on that. Heal all of the scenarios in your life. You might also find with your masculine that there is now a crossover starting with friends, with mentors, with family of your divine counterpart, that there might be a motion where you're starting to have connections initiated across friend groups and more of a coming into a justified connection, because there is a synchronization, a synergy happening in the spheres of constellations of souls traveling around the divine counterparts. There's starting to become more of an overlap. So there's this motion into union, which is the final testament of healing, but it happens from these more periphery levels in each of the twins' lives, and then the overlap of the twins' constellations coming into the merge as it's all coming in. So pay attention to any of those things that are happening in your lives, twins, because those are indicators of it coming into 0 point and healing and harmonizing. Okay, everybody, many blessings. Bye for now.